Contextualization. This is a word that you will need to become very familiar with if you're working in the training design and development space or the training delivery space as a trainer. What we mean by contextualizing or contextualization is making sure that we are adapting training or customizing training in a way that meets a specific work environment. So as an example, if I was writing a management course, we can obviously have a very generic course for all kinds of managers. You know, the management skills really do apply to any situation that we move them into. However, if I was delivering that to a group of education managers, then I'd contextualize, adapt my training to suit education managers. Meaning that what I would do is in my examples I use, in the language I use, I would give examples of management in an educational environment. Classroom management, managing teachers, managing students, managing school rules, managing school conditions, whatever it may be. I would use language that is specifically related to their particular industry. So when we're talking about contextualization, we can mean those types of changes and adaptations. We could also mean things like changes to policies and procedures. So as an example, that we might be training somebody how to use a piece of equipment or a piece of machinery. Now, when we'd say, one of the performance criteria in that piece of machinery might be to perform a safety check on its maintenance and functionality. It may have a term in there in accordance to company policy and procedure. Obviously, we would insert the company's policy and procedure for record keeping or for filing the report, for instance, to that particular company. So contextualizing means adapting as far as we can the content, the delivery, the language, the methods of assessment, the examples that are used in there, to suit the particular learners, to suit that environment, to suit that workplace, to suit that classroom, whatever it may be, so that it's as aligned as possible to those particular learners in that particular environment. Now, when I say adapt it as far as we possibly can, this is because we have to come about this with a degree of caution. What we can't do is contextualize training so far to the degree that it becomes a different course, that it actually changes the outcome of the course itself. We cannot contextualize training where it's going to change the conditions of assessment, where it's going to change what the student will be able to do, know, and feel by the end of the course, because that would mean it's a different course. It's producing a different result. We simply want to contextualize the way that it's delivered to enhance the understanding and to enhance the learning that goes on board, the application of the learning and the knowledge, and importantly, the application of that learning, the theory and the practice in a particular place. Not necessarily what they can do, but how they do it is what we can change. So that is what we mean by contextualization.